Straight to the action then that we witnessed for the equity markets today. A very flat session. We did get off to a good start but didn't manage to sustain at those levels, and it was a flat close for the markets, with the market breadth continuing to remain in favor of the losing side. It's of course next week that the markets will really be taking direction from the budget as well as the expiry. Well, for the broader markets, they mirror the way the benchmarks panned out, and it was a very tepid close, although they did manage to see a mild amount of a gain. FMCG and auto, well, those were the two sectors which were on the downside, and on the upside it was real estate as well as the technology basket which managed to hold up. Index losers included a Unilever, Coal India as well as Jayaprakash Associates and Maruti. Some stocks in focus today. HDFC took a big knock as Goldman Sachs downgraded the counter to a sell from a neutral, lowering the target price from an earlier 790 to 740. They said that they expect increased competition to hurt the key profitability, and that the core earnings growth is going to slow down to 15% CAGR over FY13 to FY15. Jet Airways too plummeted as the fresh hurdles for the Jet Etihad deal came out, and reports suggested that Etihad will be putting a host of conditions, and they want to acquire 49% stake, remember, in Jet, and they had asked for representation on board in sync with the shareholding. Lupin did see a good spurt up as it got the US FDA nod for the Suprax oral suspension drug application. Some of the other index gainers today, you had a Bharti Airtel which did very well. In fact, the entire telecom basket was in the limelight on the upside. Remember, today you had the DOT which decided on the incumbents' license renewal applications. Apart from that, DLF was spectacular. You had Wipro as well as Power Grid which gained in the session. What about the week gone by? Well, it was a fairly tepid one at that. You had the Nifty, which was down by just about 0.5%. The Sensex took a bigger cut. This time around, the broader markets, which have seen deeper cuts, otherwise weren't too badly off. DLF, Wipro, Ambuja Cements and ACC, those were your top gainers for the week gone by. On the losing side, though, it was metals as well as auto, which was knocked down. So GSPL, Coal India, Tata Motors as well as the Siemens were down and out. In terms of the sectoral indices, well, you had the metals index putting on a good 3.6%. The bank Nifty for itself did fairly well, as did the FMCG basket. But in fact, you had the small cap index, as pointed out. It was up by just about 0.5%, and the IT index gained close to 1.8%.